that. So let me do that real quick. All right, everybody, welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living team call. We actually have quite a few things happening tonight. And gosh, I don't want to, I know probably people are going to start jumping on here soon. Thanks for all of you that are here on time and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and make Aisha a co-host, and she is going to be sharing with us tonight about, I think it's Yarrow Pom Body Serum. Yeah. All right. Awesome. So go ahead, Aisha, take it away.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get to the right place. And yes, today we're going to be talking about Yarrow Pom Body Serum. At the moment, it is currently unavailable at the moment, but it'll be back soon. And so then you'll know all of the awesome benefits of it and the ingredients and things. So as many of you know, Yarrow Pom is one of the newer-ish essential oils that doTERRA has created. So what's unique about it is that it is yarrow root and pomegranate seed oil. So the pomegranate acts as like that carrier oil. And so together they're really allowing, they're working synergistically, or they're working better together to allow our bodies the benefits that we're going to learn about. Okay, so we're talking specifically about the Yarrow Pom Body Serum. We're going to see that doTERRA actually has 3 products of this Yarrow Pom, and I think that kind of just speaks to like how phenomenal it is, because anytime they have like a product that they have multiple things of that line, you know, I think of On Guard, I think of Breathe, I think of Deep Blue, you know, they create other products so you can use them in different ways because they have so many beneficial properties for us. Okay, so first of all, I did not know all of the ingredients in this lovely thing. So just really quickly to run through, this is the list of ingredients. It's provided for us on the doTERRA website. And I think what's really cool is that you can see a number of things here. So you not only get the ingredients, so first up we have jojoba seed oil. You get a little bit of information about what it's used for. So it acts as a skin conditioner. Where is it from? It's a plant. And then they also, you know, on the rating scale of what kind of concerns they have, all of them have no concerns, which is awesome. So just really quickly going through some of the things, you see a lot of skin conditioners, emollient. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that is like to soften and to smooth our skin. So that's that pomegranate seed oil that's incorporated in this product. It also has avocado oil, grapeseed oil, a number of essential oils as well. One of the most surprising to me was that there's actually coffee seed extract in it. And that's actually really good for our skin as well. So it was interesting for me to learn a number of the essential oils that are in this product, as well as the carrier oils and those other beneficial plant-based oils too. Okay, so to break it down a little bit more, pomegranate seed oil really helps the breakdown of skin proteins that occur with aging. So it helps the firmness for the luxurious glow. If any of you have heard, like, Yarrow Pom really helps to bring out that glow in your skin, and it really does. So all of these ingredients that we see are really health promoting specifically for our skin. I know Yarrow Pom helps to promote collagen. Yeah, and I know that that is something that's really beneficial for our skin and for supporting that healthy looking skin as well. Also in this, there is the Yarrow essential oil helping to promote the younger looking skin. Sometimes it's called like, is this the new fountain of youth type of thing? But really we're just like applying what our body needs to be absorbed into the skin so that it can produce the type of skin that we want to see. So also in this is peppermint essential oil, along with Roman chamomile, yuzu, kananja. Can't really pronounce all of them properly, but a few of these oils are ones that we don't have regularly on the market. So getting those benefits through other products like this Yarrow Pom is really special too. So it also has avocado oil. We talked a little bit about that, and coffee seed extract as well. So if you want to take a little screenshot of it. These are some of the benefits of the Yarrow Pom Body Serum. Okay, so with those key ingredients and the benefits, we went over them a little bit, but just to reiterate it again, this is a combination of so many health promoting things. I've used this. Yes, it is a body serum specifically for the head, the neck down. So if you're looking for something for your face, they do have the Yarrow Pom essential oil that you can use. I have used this a little bit around my face as well. I do want to say that I used it in my hair, not today, but the other day, because I ran out of the usual, like whatever I use, and it worked really well to help like reduce the frizz that I had going on. So it was, and then I looked at the ingredients and I was like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense with the jojoba seed oil and the avocado oil and these things. So yes, it's awesome for your skin. And it's also, I mean, it worked really well for my hair. Side note about the hair thing while we're on it. I was watching another video and one lady put a few drops of the Yarrow Pom essential oil into her shampoo because apparently it's supposed to help tighten the hair follicles. So that would thus then help to slow down or hopefully stop like hair loss if you're tightening the hair follicles. So side note, that's what I learned in a YouTube video. All right. So I mentioned at the beginning that doTERRA has 3 products of this in this Yarrow Pom line. So we have the Yarrow Pom Active Botanical Duo, which is the essential oil itself. The body serum, as we've learned, has a number of ingredients in it, including like the avocado oil, the jojoba seed oil. So you are getting different benefits with each of them. And then we also have the Yarrow Pom Cellular Beauty Complex. So this is a supplement form. So if you were looking to get the benefits of Yarrow Pom, but you know, maybe you don't necessarily like the consistency of it and you don't want to apply it topically, or you just don't like the blue, it is blue, so it will leave you a little on that side, I guess, but you just got to rub it in a little bit more. But anyways, if you don't want to be using it on your skin, the cellular complex is a great way to get those benefits into your body. So you can read a little bit about how to use those. If any of you want to drop in the comments what your favorite things about Yarrow Pom have been, please do. I know that there are a lot of before and after pictures on like the hydration that Yarrow Pom provides. And I've heard a lot of it being used. I have a few friends in colder areas. So if you're looking for something to really keep your skin moisturized and, you know, keep it from the cold air just extracts and like makes your skin really dry. So using something like this can be really beneficial. And yeah, I've really been enjoying it. So I wanted to share a little bit more about it. If anyone wants to share, please do. Otherwise, I'm just going to end with letting you know when I use it. Okay. So a nice time to use it is after the shower. Your pores are really open. So it's a nice time that your body can really absorb what you're putting on. I like to use this after the shower in specific areas, usually my legs. And I also use this like on my chest area as well. And I also use it in the mornings as my morning routine. So this is kind of like has currently replaced my lotion. I will admit it's because I ran out of the non-scented doTERRA lotion that I always use with your essential oils, but this has been working really well. And I think that, you know, this is kind of how you discover like, okay, this is actually working almost better than the lotion for me personally. I didn't have to rub it in as much. I don't know, it just worked really well. So trying different products. This one is a powerhouse of a number of ingredients that are really beneficial for our skin health, hydration, and moisture. So that is about it. I'm going to stop here and see if anyone has any comments. All right. Yay, definitely helped with cracked soles. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my feet need some help. I was laughing because I'm like, oh I used to tease my grandpa for having like really cracked feet. And now I'm like, okay. Okay, moisturize. That's awesome. Thank you, Janice. And I take Yarrow Pom capsules daily. Yeah, it really does make a difference. I used to take them and I swear that's what helped me not break out as much, but I don't take the capsules anymore, but I do use it topically a lot. I think it helped my dark spots and skin look nicer. Yeah, I have heard it being used for, or maybe not intentionally, but I did hear that it helped reduce the dark spot on someone's skin. Holiday color. Oh my gosh, the travel size. Yes, that one is so cute. I was gonna put a picture of it, but there's a travel size of the Yarrow Pom line. So you can get these in like really perfect, yeah, travel size, or they're great to pack in your purse if you're going anywhere. All right. Yeah, this set is it really is everything. And like it does so much for our skin. And let me really quickly see. I always, I'm not sure if anyone knows, I don't think I have it in this book here, but I was wondering what the emotional connection is with Yarrow Pom. So I'll have to pop it in the chat in a little bit because I don't want to take any more time. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I've used it as a hydrating cream. Okay, cool. Good to know. So thanks everyone. And again, great time to use it right after you get out of the shower. My mom loves using it every day in the morning as part of her morning routine. Really amazing product, Yarrow Pom Body Serum, and it'll be back soon. Or hey, try out the essential oil for now. Okay, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Aisha. I dropped the PDF for that travel system that's still available. So if you really wanted to get your hands on it, and it is really nice to have a travel size of the Yarrow Pom Body Serum, and then it's just a smaller container. I wanted to go real back. I love what Aisha said about it kind of being like a hero product, like Breathe and On Guard. And a lot of people shared how they used it. But I also love how she said, sometimes when you don't have something and you're like, what could I use? I've totally used the hydrating cream as curl cream before. Like I've forgotten to pack curl cream, and like if you have curly hair like Aisha and I do, you need something in your hair. Fraser's like smiling too because she's got that gorgeous curly hair. And so anyway, I love that. I never thought to use it in my hair. So good to know. And I never thought to put it in. I can't remember if you said your shampoo or conditioner, but
Yeah, they put it in their shampoo, the essential oil.
yeah. So I love that. And then real quick, just because she brought it up, Yarrow Pom is the oil of energetic safety. It's a conduit for light and creates feelings of emotional and energetic safety. Serves as an oil of protection by shielding individuals from negative influences that drain energy and strength. These influences may be from other individuals or world events, as well as unseen spiritual forces that may be at play in their lives. In this way, Yarrow has the ability to dispel feelings of darkness that can overshadow individuals with anxiousness, worry, and fear. So there's a lot more, but that's the first paragraph out of the emotions book. All right. We do have Jordan Mossman back tonight for our last of our mindset series with him, but we do have a couple of really important team updates that we're going to give you here, and then we're going to just wrap up the call with him tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to Kate right now.
Hey everybody, we're really excited because next month in May, we're going to start our Brave Not Perfect challenge. So if you were on the call few weeks ago, we talked about this talk on leadership on being brave, not perfect, and a challenge that one of the leaders shared about that is really powerful for teams to really focus on daily action. So we discussed it and we thought it would be so great for our team. And I'm really excited to give up some of the details tonight, but all the details are going to be coming through email in the next couple days, and they're also going to be in our Facebook group too. So as you see them, know that the big idea of this is for all of us to focus on daily action, also focus on consistency and commitment to yourself as a builder and your business, because when you commit to yourself and commit to these daily actions, then you're going to build that self-confidence in yourself, which then is going to bring success to you and your team. So the challenge is committing to 2 actions every day, same 2. One action every day that you're going to commit to is to post something every day. And if you remember from Marissa sharing last week, she shared a different talk, but it was about social media and posting. And the rule of thumb is either like half posts on personal and half on doTERRA. I know I've seen a ratio, maybe 2/3 personal, 1/3 doTERRA or business. So you can kind of feel out your own ratio for your posts, but post something every day. Could be doTERRA posts, could be personal posts. So you're just having that presence on social media. And then one tip on that challenge is that you're going to have days where it's going to be like 10 o'clock at night, 11, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't post anything today. So have some ideas ready, like jot out ideas in your notebook. Like, if I don't have anything to post today, what could I post? Maybe it's something, a cute picture of your kid last week, or maybe it's just a picture of the oil in your bathroom. I don't know. You know what I'm saying is just have a bunch of things ready so that you're not stuck and you don't lose that momentum for yourself. So that's the one action you're going to do every day. And for me, I'm going to mix it up with maybe a reel, maybe a regular post on Instagram, maybe a story, who knows. Mix it up for yourself too. And then the second action you're going to commit to is doing something brave, not perfect, for your business every single day. It could be sharing oils with someone you haven't shared oils with before. It could be inviting someone to a class that you haven't invited before, or maybe someone you have invited. It could be reaching out for that enrollment of that person who already went to a class, but you didn't follow up yet. It could be talking to one of your current customers about the business that you've never approached before. Could be even going to a builder that maybe hasn't been that active and maybe just saying, hey, I really want to support you. How can I help you? I know we haven't connected for a while. So it could be a variety, but committing to one brave thing a day for your business. And the really cool thing is we're going to have a post in our group with a really cute image that says be brave, not perfect, with all these details on what the challenge is and the actions. And every day that you do your action, you're going to type in on that same thread the action you did for the day, the be brave, not perfect action. So we're going to get to hear and actually read each other's actions. And for me, just like a DMO, that totally motivates me and it gives me ideas. I would maybe read back something she did and say, oh, I could totally do that. Or, oh, I'm going to try that maybe a different way with this person tomorrow. So as you're committing, then you're also going to be sharing what you're being brave on every day on that thread. And then during the email that you're going to get, it's going to have a link. And in that link is going to take you to a Google form. And it's the commitment form saying, yes, I can commit to doing this for 30 days, which is 1 month, the month of May. You can do it. We all can do it. Just those 2 actions every day. And with those actions too, there's a series of questions that we shared before that you can ask yourself to help you choose what that brave action is going to be for the day. So that will be in there as well. Throughout the month, definitely use your blue tansy. It is the oil of inspired action. Use lime, which helps us stay engaged, helps us be courageous, and also helps us be determined. And spearmint, which is the oil of confident speech. So push yourself, do a live. It doesn't all have to be just photos. And share from the heart, be who you are, be authentic. And yes, most importantly, be brave. So look out for the post, look out for the email. And I'm super excited to see how many of us can commit to that action and then follow through with it every day. So encourage your builders, encourage your crossline sisters here on this call and brothers to jump in and do it together. I'm excited. It's going to be a really exciting month for all of us because we're going to be brave, not perfect. Just like I was on our Wisdom Wednesday, which I kept saying like funky in the live on Facebook today, but yes. I'm excited. So if you have any questions, I didn't look in the chat, but we are here to help.
Awesome, Kate. Thank you so much. And thank you for reminding me. So a couple of quick things before we bring Jordan on. Kate just mentioned Wisdom Wednesday. And what we are wanting to do is to just ask all of you to sign up for going live one Wednesday a month, one Wednesday, not one Wednesday a month, like one Wednesday. I'm trying to find the link and talking at the same time. It's not working out. And go live and share. So last week, the week before last, I went live about the Aroma Essentials collection. And I just want to say this for the Be Brave, Not Perfect campaign. One of the things, I'm really great at reposting images. I can repost images all day long, but I really struggle with being consistent on showing my face and sharing daily. And so I took the entire Aroma Essentials collection and I made it a point every single day. I missed one day to go live about those 10 oils and to just revisit that kit every single day. So, Kate mentioned like having ideas of things to post. The Vielas have been planning out all of their Instagram posts for the week now. And Cami said that she loves that idea. And really, you guys, that's half of it, right? I didn't necessarily plan those posts to a T, but I knew that every single day I was going to go live about one of those oils. And so it really helped me to be able to just pull the trigger and get it done. And like Kate just said, post with your face always gets more hits, views, likes than just a plain image with info. And I absolutely love reels. I don't know why I don't do them more, but I'm really excited for this challenge. So, but back to Wisdom Wednesday, is just an opportunity for us to go live and share with our customers, because we know that that makes a difference about an oil or a product. So I'm going to drop a link for a sign up sheet into the chat right now. And I actually posted it in the Facebook group too. Please, you guys, I am literally begging, although I don't want to beg, please go live. This is for our customers. This is for your customers. You get to choose any product. If everybody goes live, like we pretty much will only have to go live like one Wednesday twice a year. If all of us on this call today, and I know there's other people signed up for a live, and you can go live at any time on the Wednesday that you choose about any product. So thank you to Zaisha, I think already signed up. Kate went live about lemon. Oh, Fraser's going to go live next week about the product of the month. Kanani signed up for Deep Blue Rub, Amanda for Pettigrain. And so please just choose a Wednesday, choose any product. You can change it on that day. You can do a product somebody else did. We just want to get more oily education out there to our customers. I do a lot of scheduled posts with great content. And some of you, I mean, if there's anybody's going to win for like most active commenter and engager right now, it's Bernice Takahata. So big ups to Bernice for sure. But our customers want to see our faces. They want to hear us. Kate went live about lemon for about 6 minutes. You could do 2 minutes. You could do 10 minutes. You know, Marissa did an amazing green cleaning live in I think something that we did, the Facebook party, and it was incredible. And she went live for like 30 minutes, but there was so much goodness. So please, please, please click on that link and please just commit to doing that and contributing to our team. I know a lot of you, this is something that's scary, but this is for our community. And I think it's just a step in the right direction for continuing to provide more continuing product education. Okay, soapbox over. Next thing I wanted to talk about besides Wisdom Wellness Wednesday. Oh, see, I messed it up too, Kate. Is it Wellness Wednesday or Wisdom Wednesday?
Oops, I don't know. What did I say?
Oh, whatever you want to go with on that day that you're feeling it. You could say it's Wisdom Wednesday or Wellness Wednesday. Okay. The other thing that we need to talk about real quick is, let me pull up my, okay. I mentioned last week the Gifts of the Essential Oils class is on May 12th at 8:00 p.m. I figured out why they can do it because they're like in Australia or something. Many of you wanted to buy the book ahead of time. Here is the book. I put the link from from Oil Life, their shipping sucks. And these people, this is the only way you can get this book. I didn't check Amazon though, so you might want to check there. However, so the shipping's like almost $15 for one book. I don't know if you want to try to go in with other people, but we do have a 20% off code for the book itself. So I'll just pop that into the chat real fast. It's 20 off GEO. 20 off GEO. Okay. And that gives you 20% off, which basically the book is 30 bucks. So you get $6 off and it covers like half of your shipping. So I'll post that in the builders group as well. Many of you were asking. Okay, last but certainly not least, for those of you on Maui, this is really, really, really important. Tuesday is our spring tour event. I sent out a builders email. It looks like not like this. I'm going to pull it up. This is our planning sheet. It looks like this. Okay. Simone, our US Director of Sales. If you guys know Sai, he's amazing. If you don't know Sai, you want to get to know him. He's so awesome. He's coming to Maui. And this time together is going to be spent sharing about doTERRA difference, educating on oils, presenting the wellness programs, and ultimately inviting our guests to join our community and explore the business opportunity. There will be light refreshments. And if you attend any of the events, please feel free to contribute. Each attendee is going to get a surprise party pack. Even you guys. Okay, even if you come. Space is really limited. There's only 15 slots per time. And so you have to RSVP using the link. And I'll drop the link into the chat. So you have to RSVP using the link. Now, here's the thing. We are trying to give priority. So here's the graphic. You can use that if you want. That's on the email that I sent. If you're not yet getting my business emails, please reach out to your enroller or to me directly so I can make sure that you're getting those, okay? And so we have a session from 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and 5 to 7. You have to RSVP. And if you're on this call, you are invited, but ultimately we're wanting you to come if you're bringing somebody. It would be great to focus on new customers, but if you have customers who have never been to a live event before, that have enrolled in the last year, that need to really connect with doTERRA on a deeper level, please feel free to bring them as well. So we're kind of not saying no to anybody. However, we don't just want necessarily you to come without at least bringing a guest. So the idea is kind of like, if you get a guest, whether it's a current customer or a potential customer, that's your ticket to attend. Because you guys, we only have 45 spots is basically what it comes down to, right? So we're going to ask that you attend only one event. Unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances, I will not be able to be at the event. Luckily, Kanani is a new shiny diamond who can take the place of me as the diamond leader for the event. So phew. And then Kate's going to be able to be there with her the last two events. And then Tasha and Kanan will be at the 1 to 3 o'clock event, sort of holding it down. And they're going to run them as Diamond Club events as well. So this is the last time I'm going to get to talk about them. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and put them into the chat. And then maybe at the very end, after Jordan wraps up, or I can just answer them in the chat. But the email really explains everything. And I'm so excited. I hope we all take advantage of this opportunity. You should be getting, once you register, a confirmation email from me saying like you're confirmed. And then once that space, that particular section fills up, we'll be sending out wait list emails just in case. Okay, so we basically have what, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days, you guys, to just hit the ground hard and get as many people as we can to the event. If you know that you're going to come and you're going to bring somebody, at least one person, a current customer, a new potential customer, go ahead, register now to save your spot for your desired time. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to Jordan, who is going to share with us his wisdom on this Wednesday. So let me give you co-host privileges, Jordan. and we will let you take it away. Welcome. Thank you so much for being back.
Awesome. Can you hear me okay? Is my mic working? Cool. Awesome. Okay. Fantastic. I did a training this morning and about 20 minutes in, I realized that the mic was off. Oh my goodness. Like that's when the wisdom is dropped, when the mic is off, right? Thanks, Liza, for welcoming me, and awesome to see everyone again. I want to start with actually thanking you, each and every one of you, for first of all inviting me to come and kind of just share some things that was taught with me over the years. This is something I really enjoy to do. I know that you guys have access to like the top trainers, and that's a great sign. So to be invited one time, I hold that really genuinely, and to be invited back, I really want to communicate that I'm super grateful that you guys kind of opened the door for me with that. I don't hold that lightly. I value your time, and I hope that tonight we can what I plan to deliver is, it's going to be lots of fun. So who's ready to have some fun? Give me a smile or throw one in the chat if you can. Let me see some smiley faces on there. I know it's a little late in the evening. Fantastic. There you go. You guys literally light up my screen. There you go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks for that smile. So let's go ahead and jump in it really quickly for today. Let me get some things set up here. And thank you for giving me co-host privileges. I'm going to share a screen later in the evening that we get a chance. And today the goal is to give a principle and something that's practical. So I want to give a principle that's super important. I say it's probably the most important. We always throw that around, right? You hear trainers always say, this is the number one principle. And I don't want to just throw it out there, but I do want to say, if I had to pick a top 5, this is probably in that top 5. But I also want to give you something practical that I do, and you may have something similar with that. So the topic of today, I called it Today Matters. So do me a favor, throw that in the chat just to know that we are starting an alignment, and put down Today Matters in the chat. Just blow it up really quickly. The engagement of this group is probably the best part that I get a chance, that I really look forward to. Now, I see it coming in also. Let's stay active in the chat. Keep taking notes. Now, who loves working out? Raise your hand or put a 1 in the chat. Who loves working out? Come on, be honest. Okay, I got to be honest. So my hands are down. Who loves working out? Then you see a few of you, right? A few of you do love working out. I love it. Everybody put. I remember growing up and watching these workout videos from like Jane Fonda. Remember those? I remember even dancing to them because I was following mom. Come on, I was following mom. She had the VHS in and had Jane Fonda. There was things like Tybo, Body by Jake. Help me out. What else kind of workout videos or programs do we see that's popular nowadays? It could be from growing up or maybe even current, because there's a lot of them, right? Jane Fonda with the Honda. There you go. Look at that Ab Ripper X. Look at that. Sean T. Oh man, that guy had abs, right? Hula Fit. What else we got? Hip hop abs, right? Remember these different things that we kind of see, yoga, and sometimes we kind of wonder like which one works, right? And every single one that you see them doing it works. Like they all have results from it, right? And one thing I remember that stood out was like they took something that I didn't look forward to doing. I didn't look forward to working out, but I love every time when I work out. It's interesting. Like I don't look forward to working out, but I love the results of working out, right? Who loves the results of working out? 2 hands in the sky. Come on. Don't make me the only one over here looking like a crazy. 2 hands in the sky if you love the results of a healthy habit, right? Right. So we like the results of it, but sometimes the steps of it is like, I don't want to do it. So fun things like that we get a chance to do some dance routines, maybe sometimes learn salsa, learn different things, right? Do some boxing. It kind of makes us excited to do something that we may not be excited to do. I remember going to high school. One thing that I really wanted to do was I wanted to be a bodybuilder. I did. I really liked that. So I read a book on Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have to say Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have to try and say it like how he says it, right? I read a book on him. I read one book. And there's one thing I still remember to today. And Arnold talks about this thing where he says that he didn't like doing his ab section. Who looks forward to ab day? Nobody. The crowd went silent. He didn't like doing his ab section, his midsection. So guess what he did? Does anybody know what he did? I wonder if you guys read the book. So this is what Arnold Schwarzenegger did to work on his abs section. He wanted abs, but he didn't like working on them. He went ahead and he took all of his shirts and he cut them open right below the chest, all of his shirts. True story. I read it in his book. He cut all his shirts so he exposed his midsection when he was at the gym. He didn't like exposing it so much. Guess what he did? He worked out. So he seen something he didn't like to do and he just seen it as it is. He said, I don't like it. So I'm going to, rather than hiding it, I'm going to expose it. I'm going to see it as it is. So that way it pushes me to do it. Right? Following me? Everybody good? Okay, awesome. So when I remembered that, as I prepared for today, I looked at my abs and I said, I don't have abs. I want abs. I looked at my shirts and I started cutting my shirts. I did. I started cutting them and I cut a few of them and it worked out. But there was one shirt that, like this one, it kind of didn't work out as good as it should have. It kind of like it just cut all the way through. Now that I have your attention, now, of course, that's a shirt. That's not my abs. I wish it was. And I did get approved from the wife to wear the shirt and show it to everybody because it's just a shirt. But I guess you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes it's easier to put on the shirt, right? But I want the results of the abs. But I know that the shirt isn't the real abs, right? But I want to stand up and go to the beach. Right? And sometimes I want to play. What song is this? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Come on. You know it. It's Eye of the Tiger. Don't you feel like Rocky running up those stairs like you did the workout? Like Rocky did the workout for you. Awesome. Now, as you know me by now, I'll bring in elephants. I'll do a Price is the Right thing. I'll wear a crazy shirt just to kind of get everybody kind of smiling. And more importantly, what happens when we smile? Why do you do this, Jordan? Because our minds kind of open up a little bit. When we have more information, we want to open up something really quickly. It's interesting what happens when we smile. We get a chance to open our minds a little bit. I can sit here today, take the next 20 minutes and share with you things that work for me. But if our minds are closed, no matter what we say, none of it is received. So I ask you for the next 20 minutes that we kind of share some stuff that work for me, you just have an open mind and you just be open to it. Now, what we're going to talk about today is today matters. Now, as you've seen with the shirt that I'm wearing, all the crazy stuff, the subtitle today is How to Sow Seeds of Value. Did any of you know how much coconuts can come from one coconut? Put it in the chat. What do you guess? What do you guess how much coconuts can come from one coconut? As you start to pop it in there, I'm going to share with you something. My dad, I get a chance to spend some time with him really quickly, and he loves gardening, and he's the kind of man like this. He said something the other day, and I said, I'm going to remember this. This is the kind of man he is. He was telling me about pests coming into the garden. And I said, well, what happens when pests come into the garden? Like, do you just give up because there's a bunch of pests? Like, why would you keep planting seeds if there's pests coming in the garden? And he simply stopped and he said, well, you got to plant twice as much. Now, think about that concept. Think about that mindset. Is there going to be challenges in your business? Is there going to be challenges in pursuing a big goal? Yeah. So do we just quit or do we plant twice as much? What mindset do we choose to have? Because it's up to us at the end of the day. Liza said 50 coconuts. Naomi said 10 to 11. Guys, believe it or not, studies show that one coconut can produce up to almost 6,750 coconuts. Because they take it on their lifespan and they take it on how much one tree produces. 6,700 coconuts from one seed. Everyone say one seed. I wonder what will be produced by the seeds that you plant. The thing is that one coconut probably don't even meet 6,000 of those other coconuts, right? Most of the things that we do from planting seeds, we don't even see the results that come from it. So I want to share a little bit today about that, because you see, success is already in the seed, in the coconut seed that's planted. Success is already in the seed. Let's look at something that we're familiar with. Most people see success as something that's separate from them, something that they have to achieve. Let's think about something everybody knows, school, right? We have this thing that we strive for called graduation, right? That day is filled with special people, speeches, awards, all the recognition. Now, the moment they call the student's name to walk across the stage and they shake your hand and they say, congratulations, most people identify that day as success. Would you agree? Like that day is identified as success. But let me tell you something I've learned. The day the student graduated, they were just recognized for their success. They were recognized for the success steps that they took along the way. Every day that that student decided to show up was success. Every day that student decided to be disciplined was success. Every day that student decided to overcome was success. See, the diploma or the degree is a recognition for the work that was put in the prior 4 to 10 years, however long it took. That day is just a day that the success is recognized. Cool? Follow? Have you ever thought of that before? Or is it more common to think of graduation as the success that we strive for? But my hope in today is that our shift in our thinking moves a little bit more toward the success steps in your daily action. I heard an awesome thing that you guys talked about earlier, which was the be brave, not perfect that you guys are moving into. I absolutely love that. Think about that. Every day you choose to be brave, not perfect, that's a step of success. That's a step of success that's leading you towards results that you desire, right? But we have to wake up every day and decide to take that step of success. One of my favorite books from John Maxwell is called Today Matters. That's what we're talking about today. But in that book, John talks about two things. He says, every day we have to make decisions and manage decisions. If you're writing notes, write that down. Every day you have to make decisions and manage decisions. Here's an example. All of you maybe made a decision to be a business owner. Congratulations. But I'm going to tell you something that you probably already know. That decision alone doesn't make it a successful business. Just deciding to be a business owner doesn't make it a successful business. It's managing that decision every day. It's your daily decisions to stay consistent, right? Think about it, right? A lot of people, 9 out of 10 businesses fail. A lot of people make decisions to be in business. What separates those that are successful? It's the daily actions, the seeds that they're planting, right? Take a look at those people that have results that you desire. It's the daily steps that they're taking. I heard a fun quote that said the other day, and a man kind of said it, and he said something to the point of, he said, one day, wait, how did it go? How did it go? Oh, he said, I worked my whole life to become an overnight success. Think about it. I worked my whole life to become an overnight success. It's because it's the daily disciplines. It's the seeds that we plant every single day, right? So I want us to kind of focus on that a little bit, and I want us to think a little bit more on the success steps rather than the success that's separate from us. Because if I'm honest with you, a lot of times when I first stepped into owning my own business and being an entrepreneur, a lot of the thinking that was ingrained in me into being an employee was still stuck into thinking in different ways. Let me tell you one of those things. Now, one of those things was the value of my time. An employer told me how much value I had for a certain amount of time. Anybody else are familiar with that? Whether it's hourly, salary, commission, different pay structures, same thing, right? An employer tells you how much value is your time. When you become a business owner, how do you know? Any guesses? How do we know what value is our time? Because we know we got to put in time, but how do we know what's the value of that time? Right? If today matters, how do we treat that time? Any guesses? Come on, you guys gonna make me stand up with the shirt again. You know I'll do it. I'll bring an elephant in the room. I'll make somebody introduce the shirt. Results. Look at Liza saying results, right? Results. Let's use the same analogy like fruits, right? A tree that bears fruit, there's results. There are steps that went to that fruit. So using the same analogy, I love that, Liza. There's results. What if we don't have results? How do I know the value of my time? Because this really just racked my brain in the beginning when I first started my business. I went out on time. When there was no one to tell me how much value with my time, I was stunned. I'm like, how do I do this, right? I determine the value of my time and all that. Okay, cool. Love it. Feedback, that's good. Look how you get feedback, right? There's a brave part in that, right? Letting people kind of tell you some value. I'm going to give you something practical. I want to share with you a tool that was shared with me, and over the years we kind of created it. And I'll tell you a few things about what that tool does. But let me also tell you something. Let me prep this before we jump into that. Let me think. Have you ever gone to work at your job when you didn't feel like it? Put a 1 in the chat. If you went to work and you didn't feel like it. Okay, awesome. Of course, we all did, right? So what about when you own your business? I found that for me, it's easier for me to not take daily steps or daily disciplines when I don't have a boss or someone to call or someone to check my time and I got to report to. More importantly, someone that it would affect my pay, right? Like I know I want to get paid a certain amount of time, so sick and all, I'm gonna pull myself up and I'm gonna go to work even if I don't feel like it, right? Everyone agree, kind of? So it's easier, unfortunately, when you don't have a boss. A lot of the entrepreneur drive or the business owner drive is, I don't want to have a boss. And that's awesome. But what happens is you become the boss. You become your boss. So some powerful questions to ask yourself is, when we look at the tool, I'm going to show you how to determine your value of your time. And then we're going to see, like, would you pay yourself that? If you had to write a check to yourself for what you did in an hour, would you pay yourself that? If you was the owner, put yourself in two situations. If you was the business owner and you had to write a check and do payroll and write it out to somebody because you know what they did in that hour, how comfortable and encouraged would you be to write that check and say, great job, thank you for your work today? Everybody ready for that? Cool. You guys are looking like either the shirt freaked you out or you're like, I want to say yes, Jordan, but I don't really want to see this. What is it? Am I picking it up okay? Or am I misreading? Yes, ready. Carol said, yes. Okay, awesome. Jordan, it's just late. Come on, stop making us chat. Okay, so this tool, I'll share with you when I share the screen. This is something I use, and this is the stuff I use when I work with people one-on-one. Now, I'll tell you a few things of what this tool tells me. Number one, it tells me where I'm actually putting my time. Where I'm actually putting my time. Have you ever spent hours deciding where to eat dinner only to decide that you'll stay home? We do it all the time, right? Do you feel a bit exhausted about that process? Right? You thought about where to eat dinner, you ended up eating at home, and then you're like, oh, that was a rough evening. But what do? We just thought about it a lot, right? You see, our brains have a way to trick us. When we think about something, we expose the same energy and we feel like we did something. Think about it. Your brains, when you think about something for a long time, it feels like you did it, but did you really do it? So I learned this in my business. Sometimes I think about my business and the steps I had to do, and I'd feel like, oh, that was a good day's work. But when I look at the time of what I did, I'm like, I didn't really do anything. I just thought about it all day long, you know? So this tool helps us to know exactly what you're putting your time into. Now, the next thing is, let me see here. The next thing the tool will do is how much your time is worth. We talked about that. And the next thing this tool will help you do is helps me identify what I call IPAs. IPAs is an acronym for income producing activity. In a business, you're going to do a lot of different things. Some things, not everything is income producing, but it's important to know what is. What action is directly connected to bringing in income? Because what do you call business that doesn't bring in income? Closed. Ah! Everybody scream with me. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Come on, you got better screams. We're gonna do it again collectively. 1, 2, 3. Ah! There you go. Come on, play for loud. Awesome. You can even do your phones are muted, so you can do and have nothing come out your mouth. Just do the motion, right? That's what you call business that doesn't bring in income. I sorry to be the bearer of bad news or maybe the Debbie Downer or whatever, but you guys know it's true, right? If the local shop that you love down the road that makes shave ice stops bringing in customers, eventually they got to close. And we've seen a lot of that in the pandemic where our favorite businesses end up closing the door. You, my friends, are business owners. And at a certain point is something we got to bring in income. And that's just part of business. Part of business is bringing in income, and we should never feel bad about it because it's an exchange of value. What the products you guys have and the customer service you have, you know this already, but they are great value that you're giving for people's health. So when you believe that in your core, that what you're doing is you're helping someone's health, sorry, my pigeon jumped in there. I said health, let me be proper. When you're helping someone build their health, the exchange is definitely that's just part of business, right? So when we're looking at that, I call it IPAs, income producing activity. I want to identify that. In the beginning, I don't know what they were for me. And guess what? I just looked at somebody that had results that I wanted, and I asked them, what do you do? What do you do that's directly connected to bringing in income, to making a sale, to bringing on a new team member, right? And then I want to model that. I want to do whatever they're doing. And guess what? If you model what somebody else is doing and they get results, you'll get those results too. So we'll talk about IPAs a little bit more. You can change the language and all that stuff. You can look at this and make a whole new chart, or you can just actually just take what works and then trash it. But I just wanted to share with you what works for me. And this has changed everything on how I look at the value of my time. So you guys ready to rock and roll? Give me a 1 in the chat, please. Drum roll. Awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Now brace yourself, because if you're not somebody that likes charts, this might not be fun for you. But stick with me. I'll walk us through it. I promise you it'll be of value. Let's go ahead and do the share. Where's the screen? Here we go. And then let me know if you can see what I'm sharing. Cool. All right. So this is what I call life in 3D. I do a training on it. I'm not going to tell you all that stuff. We're not here for that, but I'm going to show you what we're looking at today. And what we're looking at is a week of what I use when I go ahead and I schedule my week. Now, when I first walk people through this, it's on a post. We're tracking where activity goes. So think about that first. Once you track it, because first you have to repair. Everybody say repair. We got to repair first before we prepare. So first we repair, we look at where is all my time going, and then we can shift it to say, where do I want my time to go? So when you're first looking at something like this, think about that. Like think about your last week. Oh, is it tiny? Oh, let me go ahead. Thanks for the heads up. Is that a little better? If you can't see though, laugh aloud, it's not you. I had to change my view to standard. Okay, better. Which view is the best? Standard view?
You don't have to worry about yours. I had yours side by side view. So if if it's small on the left and Jordan's on the right, if you go and hover around above view, I changed mine to standard view. And then when you zoomed in like that, it definitely helped.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. So let's go ahead and let's do this. So when I'm looking at my day usually starts at 4:30 or 4 o'clock there. But as you notice, I start by putting in rests. See on the right where it says life rule areas? This is all the areas that I look at that's in my life. This is what I walk people through: family, work, marriage, health, spiritual, education, development, financial, rest, give, play, and people and friend. Now, as I go ahead and I build by week, I'm just going to go ahead and I copy and I pop it in here. And as you see, this is kind of like the week that went through. Now, why would you do something like this, Jordan? It's crazy. I'll show you why. Remember, the real where your time goes, the real part where it goes is what you want to see. This is already a formula that's populated. When I put in my family, I can see that this week I'm taking 25.5 hours for my family. For work, I'm putting in 50 hours for my family. For marriage, I'm putting in 6 hours for my family. As I do it, these check boxes, I check off. And it helps me just by putting these color boxes in here, I get to see where my time is going. Now, this is powerful. You got to understand, like when you see where your time is going, when I first did this, I would see like the whole week of one thing because I was thinking about something all day long, but I didn't do anything, right? So I was thinking about it, but what did I do? Now, the second thing that's powerful is when I'm working, I share it with my family. They know dad's working. I'm putting my head down. I'm focusing. I'm getting things going. This on the bottom that you see here, this is the total hours that I put in for the week. And this is very important. You see where it says margin? You want to have margin in your day. You see these white boxes? This is a breather. Everybody take a breath in and exhale. That's called a breath. Can you imagine going the whole day without breathing? Not fun. So this is margin that we put in the day, and we kind of go through it there. You want to put margin, especially when you're shifting through things. Now, as you see, this also helps me. Like if I do the whole week and I realize, man, me and my wife has been kind of arguing with each other. I look back, well, it's because I did nothing for marriage for weeks. Hello, Jordan, schedule something. I take the red block, I pop it in here. And now I know this week, date night. This week, we're doing something. I'm going to have a lunch on a Friday. You know, I can be intentional with my time because I value my time. You see, when you become a business owner, no one's going to value your time until you start to value your time. And that's when you realize that today matters. So this is another formula that I put in here. It's called value your time. Give me a number, put it in the chat. What is your goal to make annually? What would you want to make financially on an annual? Give me a goal, any number. First one I see pop in there, 100K. Okay, so let's go ahead there. Oh, that's $1 million. Oh, let's wait. There we go. So at 100,000, that's the annual. You see how everything kind of shifted there? Awesome. So let's go ahead. Now you see that your month, if your goal is to make 100,000, how do you treat your month like it's an $8,000 month? Do you treat your week like it's a $2,000 week? Do you treat your day like it's a $372 day? At the end of the day, if you had to pay yourself, would you sit down and write yourself a check depending on what you did that day with your daily actions? How comfortable would you be to say, I'm going to pay Jordan $372 today? Now, let me pause. I'm going to say that these numbers are broken up. Like I said, when I shifted from working, this is broken up into a 40-hour week with no weekends. So this isn't working 365 days. You see a little note here. It's working 269 days in a year because we take weekends off. Everybody say, yes, weekends off. Life, yes. Time with family, yes, hallelujah. Right? So that's how we put these formulas in. That's how we kind of work with that. Because then you can look at your day and you can say, today is a $372 day. My hour is $48 an hour. If I'm doing every day for 40 hours, what's on this side, Jordan? Part-time. If you're doing this part-time, guess what? It has to double because you're trying to do the same, you're trying to reach the same goal in half the amount of time. So it's $100 an hour, right? So why we use numbers is not because we're all about money and all that stuff. But like we said, when you put numbers, you can't argue with a number, right? Sometimes I can say, I feel like I did good in my business today. I feel like I took action. I feel like I did this, but my results say, no, you didn't. My results say, you didn't, don't lie. But numbers can't lie. At the end of the day, I can say, okay, did I bring $100 to the hour? Now you see my little note here. I kind of do this to remind ourselves. Somebody kind of read this out loud on the count of three, this part here. 1, 2, 3. It's the value that you bring to the hour, not the value that you get. So as an entrepreneur and a business owner, you're more empowered when you realize that as you increase your value and you grow, you bring greater value to the hour. Therefore, in exchange, somebody can give you that back. You bring greater value to the hour. So rather than looking at the hour and saying, what can I get here? What can I get here? It's, am I going to bring $372 today because I am making 100K this year? Booyah. Right? Let's put in something else, 150. Boom. You can't argue with it. Numbers don't lie. It's a non-emotional way to look at the time that you put in throughout the week. In the beginning, it might be like Arnold felt by looking at his stomach when he cut his shirts and he was like, I don't like it. I don't like where my time is going. But guess what? There is so much power in that because you get a chance to fix it. And we can start every day. We can go ahead and we can say, you know what? I don't like where my time is going. I value my time. I don't have a boss that's going to give me an hourly rate. I'm going to give myself an hourly rate. I'm making $72 an hour from now on. So I can bring in 150K. Can I share something personal with all of you? Now, people, I ask people this because guess what? I still hesitate in sharing this because I think when I share it, I get two reactions. I get people that are fully in support of it. I'm like, yes, Jordan. And then I get people that judge me when I say this. And then I get people that just are not there thinking like that. But I have a goal to make in a few years, 3 million a year. This is what I look at every single day. I write it on a note card. I got to look at my months and I got to respect my month like a $250 month, $250,000 month. I got to respect my weeks like it's a $60,000 week. I want to respect my day like it's a $11,000 day. Now, what happens is when you see this, you start to see the work that I put in. If I'm going to write that check, how many of you would feel comfortable and be honest with yourself to write yourself that check today? I'm going to be honest with you. I can't write myself that check today. But guess what? Success steps is taken daily. I'm not going to wait till the day to get there. I'm going to take the same success steps today because I know that the success steps gets me there. Cool. I'm going to take a pause and check in the chat to see if there's any questions. I see, love this, life, yes, correct, numbers don't lie. Any questions, come off of mute, let me know where we're at. Just doing a quick check-in to see how you guys are doing. Any questions as you look at this, and I'll explain the rest of it. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead. You guys got this part out. You can just switch that number, whatever you want. And, oh, not that one. Messed up your formula. Let's go ahead and, easy fix. Wow. Okay. Now, I am not a numbers guy, believe it or not, but this is very helpful for me. Now, I'm going to go here. This is kind of like my language. Don't remember this if it doesn't help, but I always say, business is always about bring them in, keep them in, move them along. Bring them in, keep them in, moving along. In a business, you always got to bring new people in. Who are you looking that's not yet you're not currently serving? Who are you reaching out to? Who's your new contact? It's the networking part of business. So who are you bringing in? Who are you keeping in? Who's part of your team and you're pouring into them? And who are you moving them along? Whether they're a customer or a teamer that wants to grow, who are you helping grow? Because leaders help other people grow. So I always say, bring them in, keep them in, move them along. That's the focus I usually use. And that way it gives me a focus as I'm looking at the week, as I'm kind of working with people. Now, income producing activities, this is stuff for me. And then this is just a test. So this is like for me, I noticed that if I call this lady Natasha to plan a convention that we're doing in October, built a new course with entry level, ask Jackie for referrals, got 2, speak at Podfest virtual conference, share support videos with Leader Seats podcast. So this is stuff for me, but obviously this doesn't mean anything to you guys. So to be helpful, let's look at what you guys do. And I'm going to jump on here. This is the blank. What? So as you see, copy, paste, boom. When I paste it there, hey, it did it automatically. I can check it off. I planned it for the week. When am I going to work this week? Let's say Wednesday, this time to this time, paste. Look, it's thinking, and it did it. Check. So it does it automatically for all you got to do is pop in the times that you did. Remember, the first time is how you recap because you got to repair. When you find out where your time is going, then we go ahead and we fix it and we move forward. This is a very, like I said, practical way to look at the time that you're doing, because at the end of the day, the person that tells you the value of your worth of your time is you. That's it. No one else is going to tell you. A boss isn't going to tell you. It's for you to determine. Now, let's brainstorm. What kind of income producing activities do you guys think help you specifically? Because the ones I put in there is not for you. So let's brainstorm right now. What do you think really helps you with an income producing activity? I'm going to pop them in here. Come off of mute or share them in there. Make new contacts. Love that. Okay, look at that. Inviting to learn. Following up. I heard there's one thing, you guys may be familiar with it, but I heard that the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Sampling someone new, follow up, right? Look at this, guys. One quick question, not even in 2 minutes. We got a bunch of things as income producing activities. Wait, sampling someone new. There we go. Yep. And follow up. Follow up after sampling, new contacts, educating, teaching, presenting. You want to look at this and you want to be honest with yourself. Like when you do this, you want to know that there's a direct income that's coming in. Different people feel different. Some people this feels a little weird with, people don't feel comfortable with bringing in money. Like we say, what do you call business that doesn't bring in money? My microphone's not working. What do you call business that's not bringing in money?
Closed.
Close. Let's sing it together. Close, 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 close. I don't want to close my business. Sorry, that's the children's ministry guy in me. Okay, now close. So we don't want to close the business. So there's a way that we bring that in. Don't worry, it's not to stress on it. It's to just see it as it is. So let's go ahead. And what do I have here at the end? Let's see if I missed any questions on this. So when I first do this, I wanted to argue with it. I think I did. I'm like, no, that's not how much time I spent in there. No, I got no ways. But I start to see, maybe that's why I'm struggling in my health. I should put a health block in there. Oh, my education and development, I should put that in there, right? You can literally go ahead and see when you're going to post, like how we talked about, how I heard Kate and Liza talk about where you want to post your social media and go live. Guess what? Boom. Click it, pop it in. Now, today at 2:30, I'm going live. Boom. I'm making that time worth $481. I'm going live. I'm bringing $500 to the hour. Boom. And just call it and just show up like that. And just show up that you're going to bring that amount of value with it. Because I truly believe that what you guys help people with health to overcome medical challenges that could lead to medical bills. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not an expert in this. You guys know better than me. But what you guys share with people actually helps increase their health, correct? Bad health can be expensive, correct? Very expensive. So what you're sharing, if you're bringing $500 to the hour, that's saving people from bills and bills and bills of medical and the stress and the heartache and the lifestyle that goes with that. $500 an hour, you are a discount. But your result is $1 million in a year. You see, just like the coconut, the seed is small and it's hard to see the seed. It's hard to see 7,000 coconuts in that one coconut, right? It's hard. But a graph like that really helps me see that the seeds, what you take today matters. Every day we make decisions and we manage decisions. Making a decision doesn't help with the results. It's managing that decision every day, deciding to show up, deciding to overcome, deciding to do what I said I'm going to do, whether I feel like it or I don't, right? We do it for our boss. We go to work when we don't feel like it. We can do it for ourselves and put in the work, the daily discipline, because you're worth it. Because what you're doing is helping people. Because you are a blessing to somebody when they answer the phone call. Because somebody is praying right now for somebody to call them because they're struggling with something in their health. Because you're helping somebody. Because somebody's struggling with their bills and they just need an extra side income to bring in a couple $100 to make things work. But they don't know where to start and they're afraid to ask. But someone will call them and invite them to come check this out. That's the real difference. That's really what you're doing. That's really all I got tonight. That's it. I wanted to share a principle that changed my life when I looked at time differently. You see, going through school, I was not told to value my time. I was told to give it away. But this is your chance to take your time back, put a worth on it, right? And start from there. Don't worry if you don't like the way it looks. Be like Arnold and look, wow, and look at that. Because that's the results, right? We got to see the success in the seed. We got to see the success in the daily steps. We got to see the steps as success, not that there are steps towards success. Like the steps is success. You took steps today. You did it. Celebrate, right? That's it, guys. That's all I have. I want to thank you for the time that you allowed me to spend with you. Like you said, when I look at this time, I actually value time. I hope you see how much I truly value time. The time that you allowed me to share with you here, things that have helped bless me in my life. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just sharing with you what was shared with me. Some things are created as the creativity and the things I learned as I put together. Things like this sheet was something I put together and I work with others as I noticed it helped me and it helps the people that I work with. So thank you for the time. Thank you for your attention. I know you guys can be anywhere else by going with your family and everything else, and you guys allow me this time. I don't hold that lightly.
Oh my
Thanks,
gosh,
Liza.
Jordan, thank you so much. So powerful. Such a powerful message and such an incredible way to wrap up this series that you've just given us so much wisdom. I mean, I took so many notes, just the ending, so many things, the valuing of our time, putting worth to it, don't just give it away, and that the steps are success. And I'm sure everybody has a million other things. So thank you for bringing it every single time that you met with us. We're so grateful for you, for sure. And the comments are blowing up with all of the thanks. I will say this though, because people have asked, is that spreadsheet something that you share, or did you purchase it, or how does that work? Because some people are asking about that.
Sure. I created that. I have it open here, and I actually give it as kind of like so how you probably have this in your business, like a lead magnet. So I have it as a lead magnet as I go ahead and I share it with people that has a little training with it, similar to the training that I just kind of guided you guys through. It's a little bit longer, but if you're okay, I didn't want to share anything and kind of jeopardize how you guys structure stuff, but I'm open to sharing it free for anybody to kind of use. When you do it, just how you usually make copy. You know
Yeah.
how you do that, right?
Do you know how to make it force copy so that nobody messes it up inadvertently?
I made it public. Is that okay?
Yeah. Did you make
Yeah.
it view only?
Let me double check that.
Yeah, just if you send it that way, then in order for them to edit that they will have to do
they can't tweak it.
Make a copy. And I think a lot of people would love that. So if you want to pop that into the chat before we log off tonight, that would be great. And if not, if you can't figure it out, I can send it out via email when you do. But thank you so much. Thank you. Huge thank you to Fraser. In this community, we are trying to all rise as leaders. And so Fraser was given the task 1 month to come up with a biz topic around mindset. And she was very resourceful and tapped into her friend Jordan. And so big shout out to Fraser for bringing Jordan to our team initially and making that connection for all of us so that we could continue to have him back for more of his incredible ness. I mean, tonight was really fire and I was really feeling it. So if you let's take a team picture real quick. Jordan, do you think you'll be able to pop that in the chat, or should I just look for it on email from you and send it out?
Yeah, I think I should. Let me just confirm it. Give me like right after the picture. I should have it
Okay,
ready.
perfect. All right, so if you don't mind turning on your cameras just for the pic, it would be great. Awesome. Thank you. And Jamie, thank you for allowing your husband to share his shirt with us. I like that he said you gave permission. That's so great. All right, first screen, smile. Awesome. Thanks, Janice. I got you right at the end. And then, oh, I think I might have got everybody. One more. I think I have a couple more people on this screen. Smile. All right. As usual, you guys, thank you so much for showing up for yourselves, for your community, for your business tonight, for your learning, for your success, for your continued growth in valuing yourself, valuing your time, and recognizing that what you put in is what you get out. But I also love that it's kind of just reiterating it's the journey, not the destination, right? It's everything that leads up to the accomplishment itself, but it's that success steps along the way. So looking forward to spring tour, looking forward to our Brave and Not Perfect campaign next month. We will see you guys back here next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. But if you're on Maui, invite. And if you want that link to that spreadsheet, go and get it before I close out this Zoom room. Jordan, a million thanks to you for showing up so big for us every single month the last few months. It's been an honor and pleasure to have you. Thanks,
Awesome.
everybody.
It was so cool. Can somebody check, please, if it
Oh, yeah.
works, if I did it right, please?
I went on it. It says master do not edit on it. I don't know. I'm not good at Google Docs, so I don't know. Liza, if you want to check it.
Check down. Yeah, the first tab I left it.